We are going live. Oh, did you want the music playing while we're starting?
Good call.
Immediate
stress.
Posts are going out.
Cool. Let's go.
Just making sure the stream is stable, which it is. We're good. Welcome to BluePopStream.
I need to leave a note for myself here. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Scourge of the Dragon Sea. I'm actually going to do the recap this week because stuff happened and it was really cool. So, the party talked to... Adema performed a ritual for some of the dead celestial guardians of the temple. Through that, they got in contact with a greater celestial who had been a protector of the temple and other places, was away on other duties. He thanked them, gave them a nifty little whistle that can call a friend. Then they went back to the farmstead that Adema was, or not Adema, Aelnin was living at. They had a chat with him about his next steps. He said that he needs to wait a few days to return before he can leave. He needs to see someone who might be coming back here. Adema had a little heart-to-heart with an emissary of his deity who stabbed him through the abdomen real nice, but also left him with a new toy to play with. And Ithvuk, after everyone went to bed, Ithvuk went back to the temple and stole the light seal, which let everyone's best friend, Simon's patron, Aldhrim of Trest, into the prime material plane, who has now teleported himself and Ithvuk to the party's sort of encampment at the farmstead. Can anyone think of anything I missed?
The reason that Adema got in contact with Thassa was because he was jealous.
Yeah, that. And she was not happy about it. Let me get chat open myself here.
Yoshi's here and was just like, Death just wants to talk.
I mean, I do like to talk. What can I say? I'm a dungeon master for a reason.
Yeah, that's why he's the DM.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, we left off.
Just real quick, I just want to mention something real quick. After weeks and weeks of wondering why the hell my Twitch alerts weren't working correctly, I finally got them fixed. So now they will show the correct images if someone follows, subscribes, donates a bit, or raids the channel.
Awesome.
So feel free to do those things.
For anyone who is watching this for something cozy, something kind of relaxing, this might not be the session because the background music is quite tense. Here it goes. Ithvuk, you have arrived in camp.
Ah, what the fuck? Why is it so loud?
I turned it down on my end.
You
at
can
least.
turn it down on your end. Why is it cycling through your microphone?
He did sound tense.
Put it down, but he started it back up and it went right back to max volume.
I turned it down on my end. Chaos does explode. You are correct.
Shout out to Jonathan Young for the royalty-free music.
Oh yeah. Music credits Jonathan Young. He's the real MVP. That being said, Ithvuk, you are still grappled by this known vampire. You are back at camp. You get to act before anything happens. What do you do?
Well, the first thing we're going to do is try to get out of the grapple.
Sure, you can try. Okay. Alright. he actually like has no chance of beating that. You slip out of his hand.
I just love the descriptor known vampire.
Vampires are kind of hard to track unless you know what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
You can try to the expert acrobatics.
So you slip out of his grasp. That is your action.
I'm just gonna kind of back away a little bit and just, the fuck do you want now, man?
Get your friends. We need to talk.
Get him yourself.
He gives you a look.
He's your servant, not mine.
Could I get a wisdom saving throw?
Nope.
You fail. He commands you to fetch.
That's what you get for not being part of Wisdom Gang.
I am though. Unfortunately, that's my second highest score.
I was about to say, that's a +2. That's the wisdom guy.
That do be wisdom gang though. Yeah, his voice echoes in your ears, and you feel compelled to go and find your friends.
Keo's like, we fetching now? Bark, bark.
Good.
And I guess I'm gonna get him.
You sigh as you get down on all fours.
No.
That's a whole different game. That's not this game. But you are welcome to find a DM who will run you through that. Anyway. So it's certainly know where Edema is sleeping. But you can find
Yes, sir.
everyone easy enough. How does everyone? For some reason, you're not quite able to. Itchy. The sound. You are. You aren't quite able to rouse Barry. You don't know why. She just doesn't wake up. For everyone watching, Barry is not able to be here tonight. She had real life plans because it is currently the province of Ontario's holiday of Family Day, which, yes, is exactly as lame a name as it sounds, but we get a day off, so, you know.
Yeah.
So, how does everyone react to being woken up?
I think Simon will just like rustle awake and just be like, I need way more sleep than this.
What do you say, Ifuk?
Wake up, you have Firewatch.
You there, Marcus?
We have a little bit of
Okay.
we have a little bit of company, and I say giving Simon kind of a little more meaningful of a look.
Simon reluctantly gets up. He's not in the house with us, right? He's just outside?
He's outside.
Okay, so obviously I have no idea who this is yet, so Simon will get up and get his stuff. And not go out by himself, wait for everyone to gather.
Is this good company? Is this bad company? Did the local tavern come by to congratulate us with?
When was the last time we met this guy? He tried to kill us.
Oh, okay, all right.
I don't know how much that narrows that down.
Well,
To be more specific.
I should probably put some clothes on. Is what that narrows it down.
In fairness, most of the people who tried to kill us are also dead, except for the assassin you guys let go.
You are not in a position to be talking about that out of character, by the way.
All right. And Kai, how do you react to this?
Guy says, you better be knocking on my shell for a good reason.
I was about to say, pokes head out of shell.
Oh, And then
I
do
ain't sleep
you
tonight,
wake up
okay.
Ailman?
Yeah.
He kind of like shake him awake in his bed. Gets up and says, there's someone else here?
Yep. According to Earthfolk, there's someone outside to see us. Someone who has previously attempted to kill us. Don't know who specifically that is yet, but sounds like we might need your help.
Good, more friends of yours.
Yeah, that's gonna be an ongoing thing.
Always a
He just
party.
kind of grunts at you. And he you see, like, Adema, you're putting on your armor?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm just double checking what I meant by put on clothes. What you meant by put on clothes.
Yeah, pretext
He
someone's
takes a
trying to
minute to
kill
put-
us, don't show up without being ready to defend yourself.
Yeah, when I
Valid.
said gets his things, I meant equips.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. He takes a minute to do that himself. And straps his, like, has his greatsword with him and everything. Then you all head back outside?
Mm-hmm. Although we should be worried why Barry is not waking up.
She seems to be just sleeping peacefully.
She's had a
This
big
is
day.
the second time this has happened, by the way.
Anyway. Yeah, you guys head outside. And, yeah, Simon, you see your patron decked out in the image I presume you've put on screen already.
I had the previous one, but now I will swap to the new one.
Yes. So,
Simon, I think as Simon walks out and sees him, his initial reaction will just be, ah! And just duck behind the door.
Sure. So, for anyone not actively watching the stream, he has a well-made but quite sensible breastplate and sort of leather jerkin underneath it. He has a rapier on one hip that seems very, very well made. A large black gem hangs at his right hip. And he has a cloak over one shoulder, and you can just see the pommel of a dagger poking underneath his left armpit, as if it's like sheathed across his back. Or his hip or something. But yeah, he stands there with a very confident smile on his face.
As you do.
Simon.
Slowly pokes head out from behind door. Yes?
Come out here with your friends.
Okay. Walks out.
Can I apply this to my weapon before I walk outside?
You can.
Alright, sweet.
Let me give it a quick read through. It doesn't have a duration. Cool. That's neat. Well, like, so it applies to one attack that hits. But some of the poisons also say if it's not used for a minute, it dries up.
Mm-hmm.
This one doesn't.
It's wyvern poison.
It's wyvern poison.
This is like when you get hot sauce in your hands and you touch your eyes like 9 hours later, you're like, fuck!
My blade is coated in the most deadliest poison. A single drop will kill you.
Probably shouldn't have licked it.
Anyway. How does everyone react to seeing him?
Besides me.
Yes.
I mean, am I supposed to know he's not supposed to be out of the Shadowfell, or can I just assume, like, how much do I know about the patron? Is this rare for him to not be?
I feel like you guys discussed that the light seal was keeping something, the shadow, from coming to the prime material plane. It was feeling something in the Shadowfell.
Yeah, I feel like Simon made that assumption, but may not
Yeah.
have been as explicitly vocal about it.
Okay.
I also low-key thought the shadow would be, I don't know, bigger than him. I was thinking like
I mean-
Cthulhu levels of shadow. This is patron levels of shadow.
You pluck the flower and release the heartless.
Oh boy. How many crossovers can we get in tonight, guys? He says, I do need to thank our good friend Ithvok for his help tonight. Simon, I had asked you something.
Simon shoots daggers at Ithvok for like half a second. I just wanted on the record that I tried. I'm sure you saw me reaching for it, and then I was interrupted.
Ifuk just looks absolutely ashamed.
I made an effort.
Deception check.
There's no deception involved here.
No. Simon.
Okay. Come on.
Okay. He looks at you and just kind of like scoffs for a second. Well, no matter. What was needed was done. You can have this. And you see he throws the locket that he had shown you, and it falls in the grass between you. You're probably like 20 or so feet away from him at this point, I would say.
All right, I'll reach down and grab it.
Yeah. It is your mother's locket.
Mm-hmm.
Your mother was the Owlin, correct?
I believe so. It's been a while
Okay,
since I looked
cool.
at my backstory, but yeah.
That's the same. He smiles and says, now, you have been troublesome. Disobedient, one might say. I almost question the wisdom of our contract now.
Gang.
Excuse me? Was that in character? Like something to those ends in
No, you said
character?
wisdom. I had to throw gang in there. I'm sorry. Please continue.
I mean, I assumed that was out of character.
Okay. Fair. Is there a reason I should keep you around?
Well, it's not like I haven't done anything. Sorry, let me rephrase. It's not like I haven't done everything you've asked, or at least tried to. We killed that lord of the pirate lord that you asked me to. I tried to take the light seal and was interrupted, so I think I put out a respectable amount of effort, or at least an acknowledgeable amount of effort.
Give me a moment here. Okay. I suppose you're right. Now, if I were to tell you to kill that prince there, what would you say?
Simon looks over at Ilnan and tries to gauge his reaction to what's been said.
On the surface, he seems just a little bit confused. If you want, you can roll insight to try and read further.
Sure, why not? Not good.
He... Okay. You see he's not in a combat stance right now, but he is kind of like side-eyeing you, and his weapon is very close to, like, if you're not super familiar in like sword combat, so to speak, but it's not outside the realm of possibility that sword could come up quite quickly.
Yeah. I mean, discussions can be had, but I would need to know the reason for doing so, I think.
Aye, because right now you suck. All you've ever done is ask to fuck something up. What is your even aim here?
My aim?
Aye. You cursed Barry's mother, you asked to break some seal I've never even heard of, and now you're asking to kill some paladin I barely know. It makes no sense to me, so since we're all out here in this lovely afternoon, you know, interrupting people's sleep and all that, I'm sure you're a very busy fellow. The least you could do is explain what's happening here.
Are you trying to intimidate him a little bit?
Fuck no, I want to know why he's here and why I'm awake.
Okay.
Because I still don't understand the light seal piece. I don't think Adema does. Or where the connection is.
Fair enough. Well, I'm sure at this point you know I am a vampire.
I gather that much,
Yeah.
We can't deal with direct sunlight, all of that. I have not always been a vampire. And while the power is quite nice, I was also forced and imprisoned where you found me last.
Oh, so this is a revenge thing.
Among other things, power is quite nice. There is revenge, and attaining more power could be done cohesively, don't you think? I wish to go beyond the chance of death. Blood has a certain power, but I feel souls do as well. Anyone who wants to, make a religion or arcana check, you should do so right now.
I'll do the Arcana.
And before which roll? You
God
hit me.
Fucking. All right, I'm just not rolling good tonight. Noted.
Yeah, I guess I'll do one of.
Okay.
Hey, not bad for a negative.
He is quite he is correct. The souls have power. There are generally three major types of undead. There's vampires. There's big bad arcane baddies, two of which are undead. There's vampires, there's mind flayers, and there's liches. Liches deal with souls.
Oh, making the band, right.
I guess you could call it a mind flayer technically a kind of undead.
In a sense, but
It's
they're
weird.
also just weird. That's a whole different argument to have another time. It's not becoming undead, they're still alive. It's just they've metamorphosed or seromorphosed. But
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
yeah, that's a whole tangent. So, I seek to use the power of souls as well. I suppose you have the choice to help me, or you would be standing in my way. Hero types and all that. Is that satisfying for you, cleric?
I mean, I don't see how we're standing in your way right this second, but yeah, okay, I guess I could.
Trust me, right now you are not a threat, but I know types such as yours, guided by the gods and all that.
Oh, you make me blush.
At this point, let me make a quick roll here. Okay, cool, yeah. Who is immediately standing beside Aelin right now?
I think Simon's hesitant because he doesn't know with how much immediacy this contract that I'm under he could just, if Simon doesn't know if this man is capable of fully just snapping his fingers and ending my existence.
So standing off away from everyone at the moment, just
sure. That's fair. So Ithvik's off kind of to the side. Cool. That would be like Kai or Adama, and Adama is actually actively talking. Kai,
Yes.
what's your passive insight? Probably pretty good because you're a wisdom caster. You're wisdom gang.
The passive insight. 14.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely see that, like, he has now slipped into a combat stance and, like, is moving to charge Aldhrim. What do you do? Do you react at all as he does this?
I'm gonna try and trip him with my spear.
He's trying to trip. Okay. Give me an...
Is this to Ailman or to Aldhrim?
Ailment.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me an athletics check contested by his athletics check. Are you... you're proficient with your spear, so that'll be an 11. Honestly, I'm gonna do this publicly, because this is a box of doom roll. Yeah. Okay. He has... I'm gonna say he's not expecting you to do this, so he has disadvantage as well. He has to roll a 3 or lower to fail.
Oh.
Ouch.
And I got a
There's a
nat one. There we go.
Oh my god.
So, you trip the prince, who, like, starts lifting his sword, takes a step, and falls flat on his face. And Aldhrim kind of, like, looks over like, glances over the little disturbance and says, "Has one of you already made the wise choice here?"
Guy puts on a little act and starts stumbling as if he was not meaning to do what he just did.
Give me a deception check.
Now I'm confused.
Guys over here playing 4D chess.
Not my greatest, you know.
Okay. It's... Ailman seems to have taken your bait. But Aldhrim just kind of, like, smiles. So then, Simon, you haven't answered. Were I to ask, what say you? His blood-red eyes drilling holes into you.
Would you consider belaying that until we fulfilled our mission of bringing him back to his homeland? What if we kill him after doing that?
I'm right here. You think I'd go with you after all of that?
He's still on the ground, right? He got tripped?
Yeah.
I just, like, kick him and just, like, shut up!
Are you trying to tell him something without saying it?
Yeah, just tell him to shut up, because we could work this out later.
Okay. He doesn't get that memo. That's a second nat one, for everyone watching.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He at this point, like, scrambles to his feet and points his sword at you now, Simon. I'm not going anywhere with you. Interesting.
We were hired to bring him to his homeland. I just want to fulfill one obligation at a time.
I can understand wanting to honor contracts. But what would be easier? To kill him here? In the midst of... He looks around, a look of sheer disgust on his face. Pig shit. And dirt. Or in a palace surrounded by guards. And who knows what else in the capital.
Well, if memory serves, his brother sent him out here to sort of get rid of him, if I recall correctly. I'm not even sure they wanted him back, but we were sort of hoping for a bonus, and, you know, push came to shove, we're here.
Yeah, maybe they'll end up killing him for us.
Would you risk your soul on that, Simon?
My soul is not worth a lot, but I would like to keep it if I can.
Simon, at this point, you hear that the voice of the spirit in your bow saying, "Is he the one who has wronged you?" You hear it just in your head.
I mentally think back, yes. This is the one who has bound my soul.
Do you seek to make him pay?
I would seek, at bare minimum, to be free of the contract and keep my soul. But if we can do that at the same time, I wouldn't object to it.
So, to anyone watching who's not a Final Fantasy player, I'm going to use the phrase echo moment.
Ah.
Everyone standing around Simon, he kind of like goes a little bit like hazy in the eyes. As everything kind of like goes gray around you, and you find yourself back on that old battlefield facing this elf.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "Do what you will in this moment. But from what you have said and what I have heard, you are a worthy bearer of this bow, and I would extend power to you further should you need it. I can help you protect your soul should you need it. It may be more valuable to go along with his schemes until a proper moment. And whatever you choose, that choice is yours. The time may also be now."
What I want to do most is protect my friends and those I consider companions. And as of recent moments, that includes Aelnin. If he's telling me to kill Aelnin, and you're telling me you can help me stop him, then I want your help to be free of these shackles that my soul has been under all this time, and find a new way forward.
Then take up the bow, bearer, and we will forge a new pact.
Very well. Let us do so.
Do you, Simon Theodore, swear to keep safe those who struggle to do so themselves?
I do.
Will you bring justice to those who would prey on the weak?
I will.
Then take my blessing and this bond. And you see her draw back the bow, and you see a glowing golden arrow in it. And she fires it into your chest, and you feel a warmth spread across you. And you come back to yourself.
Simon spreads his arms and accepts it.
You have a new patron.
Okay.
If you wish to stay an Undying Warlock, you can. If you wish to change to a Hex Blade, but it's a bow instead because you have improved Pact Weapon, you can do that as well. I will let you choose. There's a bunch of stuff you'll have to look up. I get it. We can talk about it at the end of the session.
Yeah, I think I will make the change.
Okie dokie. Yeah. Awesome. While that's going on in Simon's mind, everyone else. Simon kind of staggers for a second and falls to one knee. In that moment, unsure of what's going on, Aelmin starts to charge Simon.
Can I jump in the way?
You can. How are you wanting to do so?
I'm literally going to rush directly into the way of the blade. I don't care.
You're okay. You are trying to substitute yourself as the target. Got it.
Yes.
He is going to make a weapon attack real quick. At Dama and Kai, you see this happening, and you also see Aldhrim has a very, entertained look on his face. What is your AC?
16 at the moment.
Okay. And you're wearing your buckler on your arm?
Yes.
You sort of deflect the greatsword to the side with your buckler. And he says, "So you would side with him too?" What is
I
everyone
defend
else
my
doing?
friends.
Okay.
That's all.
What is everyone else doing? I and Adema.
I would also, even though I've got some things to discuss with Ifik later, I would like to get in between Aelmin, I think is the one,
Yeah.
and then Simon, and be like, we haven't made any decisions yet over whose side we're with, but any paladin that would run someone down when they're obviously unable to defend themselves is a coward.
Any advantage to keep yourselves alive. That's what I was taught. He
And no
sort of
wonder you were groveling in a
back.
farm.
Oh. If you were a bard, I'd have him rolling against your vicious mockery. Just saying.
Wow.
And Kai, what are you doing? It's not a huge, obviously not a huge amount of time that Simon is incapacitated.
That's above paladin. Even I would feel shame in what you just said.
What is Kai doing right now?
I is really unsure to what to make of the situation at this point, but he is getting prepared to cast a spell if Aldhrim does something beyond what he's doing right now.
Really, I feel like all he's really done is show the power of words.
At this point, yes.
Yeah.
That boy trolling.
And Simon, you come to sort of down on one knee. You feel this new power of your new patron welled up in you. You do still feel a tether to Aldhrim, and you don't know what might happen there if that deal sort of breaks,
Mm-hmm.
but you do also feel the like sort of newfound connection to your bow as well.
Okay, I think Simon, once he comes to, sees Aelnin and Ithvok and Edema in this struggle with each other, will get back to his feet and sort of try and break them apart. We shouldn't be fighting with each other.
There's no fighting going on, just stopping him from planting a greatsword at your fucking back.
It doesn't have to go this way. Not anymore. Something new has welled up. It doesn't have to be this way anymore. And he looks over at Aldhrim. I've done what you asked. We killed the Pirate Lord. You're free from the Light Seal's seal. I'm done with this contract. You will no longer hold sway over my soul, and you will not harm any of my friends anymore.
Okay. Awesome. The look on his face shifts. He actually shows emotion. Beyond just like idle amusement. He looks a little bit angry. Is that so? Well, I suppose if you've made up your mind, we shall see what happens. He waves a hand, and you see a scroll appears in front of him. He pulls that dagger from behind his back. As a scroll, you almost like instinctively recognize it as the contract that you sort of subconsciously signed those years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he flashes the dagger through it, and I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Before he does that, can I attempt to shoot my bow at it?
Yes, you can.
I want to
Give
try
me
and shoot
an
an arrow
attack.
through the contract.
Yeah. Give me an attack roll.
Okay. Ooh, there's a good one.
There you go. Okay. Now, what would happen if you shoot it? He is going to make a quick save of this one variety. Yeah. Okay. Could you roll for me?
I just realized I rolled with the wrong weapon, but that doesn't matter.
It's one higher. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
still a pretty damn good roll.
Yeah. All right, sorry, what'd you need?
Roll me 5d10.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
We got 3 9s.
So,
Nice.
as your like the sort of like conjured arcane arrow from this bow pierces through the contract, it continues and strikes him in the chest.
Ooh.
And you see him sort of stagger. And this arrow is, at least in this moment with this situation, it seems to be glowing a sort of like bluish light. And you see he has taken some damage from that and looked. The word I want to use is enraged. I do still need a Constitution save from you,
Okay.
but the consequences of it are a lot less for you.
Okay. Not great.
Can I give him one of my inspiration to reroll that?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I was gonna use my own if I needed to, but thank you.
Okay, that one's better. You didn't fail by 5 or more, at least.
Hooray!
You take. I almost rolled one S10. You take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Mm-hmm.
And suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
You feel part of your soul pulled from you, but you still maintain most of it. It's not something that you can't like recover from.
Yeah.
You see, everyone would see like that energy rush from Simon to Aldhrim and into that large black gem on his hip. He sort of staggers, draws his rapier.
I get the sense that this is me being free from the contract.
Yes, you no longer feel a tether to him, though.
Simon's just like panting, breathing heavily. Just
I will real quick send you the I'm just gonna look up Hexblade for you,
okay.
so you know what abilities that gives you. Hexblade. Now, I also realize, Marcus, you are a Hexblade, right?
Yes.
A different kind of Hexblade, but like a Hexblade. I am not trying to have you guys be the same build. You're not the same build. That's not my
We are very different characters.
Yes. Okay, so Simon, if you want to check here, let's go. Okay. And like, obviously everything is free for your flavoring on things right now.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's okay to have 2 guys with like similar archetypes in that way, like similar like, and stuff. Like, there's so much more flavor to build than just like, hey, I'm a Hexblade.
Just regard me as a rogue. Ignore my spellcasting. That's really minor to what I do.
We can just go ahead and refer to me as a Hex Arrow.
Sure. I was gonna go with Hexbow.
That too.
So, okay, how do we want to do this? Aelnin looks at the group of you and says, so then you're not going to... Oh, okay. Let's...
I think Simon will reach out and put a hand on his shoulder. I'm sorry for the deception, but we truly had no wish to kill you. And now it is no longer even an option.
He nods and shifts his stance so the blade is pointed at. So the paladin is now pointing his greatsword at an undead.
Yeah.
Okay, Kai, did you want to do your thing that you wanted to do if Aldhrim did something more than what he did?
Yeah, and at the same time, he's going to admit he really did enjoy tripping Aelnin. Nothing against trying to kill him, but he really enjoyed tripping him. He thought that was fun.
All right, cool.
And I'm now going to cast Wall of Fire
Ooh.
in a circle around Aldhrim.
Okay, hot side in, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay. Now, ring ball 20 feet in diameter, up to 20 feet. Do you just want it like nice and tight on him?
Oh yeah,
Okay, so like essentially there's his space in the middle of it?
pretty much.
Cool.
And keeping the 20 feet height, I think it is.
Yeah. So he needs to make a dex save. Alright, and then we're gonna have to theater of the mind this combat. So he will take half of 19, which is 9 damage.
And then I'm going to move as far away from him as possible.
That's fair. Yeah, he takes 9 damage because he rolled a nat 20 on his saving throw.
That's a good wasted nat 20. Perfect.
Fair enough. Yeah, okay. Cool. Actually, Because you've made it a ring,
So
inside the ring is just fire.
So just real quick, I'm in Foundry. I'm like changing my subclass to Hexblade. It's asking me to.
We may have to rebuild your character sheet altogether.
Okay, because I'm like in the process of doing it, and it's asking me to repick my invocations. Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Sure. You've made a new bond with a new entity.
Okay.
So there's a new whole plethora. Yeah. You kind of went back to like. You went and talked to Withers and say, "Hey, can I redo?" and picked similar stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. That happens. I'm going to say, let's roll initiative. I apologize that this is going to be a theater of the mind combat.
Not to worry.
Where's the initiative? So, here. I need to pull some tokens just onto this map so that I can add them as, like, give them turns. God damn. Okay, now into combat. Simon, it does still need you to add yourself here.
Oh, sorry.
Everyone has rolled really well so far.
Not me.
Okay. Now, probably surprising no one, he does have legendary actions. I will be upfront about that.
Kinda figured.
But
Oh, I don't know if anyone saw Kiyoshi in the chat was like, definitely okay to have two guys. Bad joke. I'll see myself out.
hey, we don't yuck anyone's yum around here, okay?
Yeah.
All right. And Ithvok, you have the top of the round.
Well, short swords are coming straight out.
Yep. Which one has the poison on it?
Frostbinder.
Cool.
Can I currently see him?
You cannot.
He's kind of in a flame coffin.
Yeah. 20 foot high of fire.
This is my first turn.
But you're not feeling any heat from.
No. You're fine.
Well, since I can't literally see the guy, I'm gonna launch this through his zone.
Okay. So he rolls a dex save. He fails.
By the way, that would be 12, not 13, because that should.
Oh, then he succeeds. He succeeds. Take that. That is a leveled spell.
5 slashing, 1 cold.
5 slashing, 1 cold. Okay. And that's like almost like
It's a half.
shuriken of ice, right?
Yes, kind of.
Yeah.
You just see it's like whip his frostbinder through the air and a blade of.
Oh, he still takes 1 cold, even though he's resistant to it as well. And then 5 slashing. So 2.
It would be halved if you made the save.
Yeah. He did succeed on the save. Okay. Cool. Anything else with your turn?
I'll hold Hexblade's curse if he steps out of the fire, because that's all I can do.
Adema.
Very well. I will cast Spiritual Weapon, and we'll just set it next to the fire and just hang out, because I can't do anything if I can't see.
Fair. Let me check the specific wording on Sacred Flame. Sacred Flame do be real good. I think you might be able to use it in this situation. On a creature that you can see. Okay, yeah. All right.
A taste you can see.
Yeah. Can he understand why kids love it? I don't. I've gotten out, like.
Good try.
I started. It's been a while since I actually heard it. Anyway, cool. So that's your bonus action. Anything you want to do with an action?
No. I can prep. Toll the Dead.
Sure. I like it. Hi.
Hi. He will cast Produce Flame and throw it into the fire that's still going.
Is that how that? Well, you miss. Is that how that works? Let me check Produce Flame real quick as well. Because, like, you would have disadvantage because you can't see him.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah, like,
again,
if you're
can you really
throwing it-
miss fire with fire? It's like, oh, damn, I
Honestly,
missed the ocean with my
you
water
did
gun.
the attack. Like, okay, going on record here because it's fun. Wall of Fire does not impose disadvantage for not being able to see when you're casting Produce Flame. You still need to see for Firebolt. You still need to see for Firebolt. But someone clip that so we have it on record that I said that. Making an official ruling. Anyway, you miss.
Regardless.
Yeah. Ruling still needed to be made. We're good. And anything with your bonus action there?
I don't really think so.
Okay.
No.
Aelnin steps up and sort of like flexes his wings a little bit, as if he's ready to perhaps fly. But otherwise does not make an obvious action. Simon, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm just looking at all of my new shiny hexblade things. Okay, so with the True Seeker in my hand, I'm going to pull the string back and prepare to make a ranged attack, and I'm going to invoke the command phrase. Nelithral ekes wux svaust tepoha suta ve, which translates to swift death to you who have wronged me, and declare Aldhrim my sworn enemy.
Okay. Awesome.
And I fire. Nice.
That doesn't hit.
Oh shit. Can I spend my inspiration to reroll that attack?
You can.
Alright. Nat 20!
Okay, let's go.
Nice!
You feel the sort of like the presence of your new patron almost guiding the arrow in. Roll damage for me, please.
Alrighty. Oh, I didn't click the crit button.
There's also the extra damage from Oathbow stuff that also gets doubled.
Is that something I have to look up on my end? Or I click the damage on the True Seeker.
I might not be programmed in there right now. I'll have to take a look. But yeah, there's another D8. And then I think it's 2d6 or 3d6 from Oathbow, which
So-
would then be doubled for crit.
3d6.
So it's
3d6.
So 66.
So sorry, you said a D8.
Another d8 because crit on the bow,
Okay, and then
Okay.
3d6. You said.
which would then
66.
double to 66 from
66.
critting.
There we go.
Okay, 37 total damage.
Fucking nice.
All right, you almost like. I suppose you don't see it hit him, but like in your heart, you know it hit him.
Yeah.
Get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now then, at the end of your turn, he is going to cast a spell, and then he is going to.
Do we know what
Take
spell
his
he's
part.
casting?
You can't see what he's doing.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
He starts his turn.
He was invisible. I missed that. I was working on my
He's
changing my stuff.
inside the ring of fire.
Oh, okay.
So there's a wall of fire between you and them. You didn't have disadvantage on your attack because them being your true enemy gives you advantage, correct?
Let me double check that.
He does make a dexterity save at the start of his turn. He chooses to succeed.
Yes.
Yes.
Advantage. Yep.
Yeah. Oathbow is a very, very strong bow. Very strong bow.
Oathbow
So
is a
do you want to
very,
roll your 5d8 again, Kai?
Indeed.
A drink to celebrate a new bond.
BluePopStream. So
Ye-
he takes that much damage. Cool. And now it is his turn. You guys just see him like hover out of the ring of fire.
And he is now cursed.
Yeah, he's hexbladed. Hexblade's cursed. Anyone else have a prepared action?
I gotta toll the dead.
Go ahead and he makes a wisdom save, right?
He does.
He rolls a 16.
That beats 15.
Oh,
Sure. Okay. Aelnin goes streaking towards him, swinging his sword. Let's see how the dice tell this to roll out. Okay, he hits. He's gonna drop the highest level he can smite. Third level smite would be an extra 48 damage. Yeah, that seems correct to me. Damage. Normal greatsword damage. Irrelevant. Oh, and he's an undead, so that's an extra D8.
2d8 or d8?
An extra 1d8 from undead. So,
Yeah.
he dealt a chunk of damage.
so yeah, 2d8 for first level spell slot, plus 1d8 for each spell's level higher, and then plus 1d8 if undead or fiend.
Yeah, so... And then... Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, cool.
Barry would be so proud of you all hitting such chunky damage.
Honestly. Yeah. So he has just taken a chunk of damage. It is his turn. He's going to respond by punching the prince for a hit.
What if I cast shield on him?
That's not how shield works.
Oh,
Shield itself only, unfortunately.
okay. Sorry, new spell, first day.
Now it's like shield is stuff.
Silvery Barbs would be a good choice for
Silvery
situations
Barb.
like that.
If you had it and had cast it in advance, Shield of Faith is a spell you can cast on someone else.
Well, I'm looking at shield. It says one reaction.
So,
you.
Was it itself only?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
on
range
self.
is
Okay.
stealth.
Okay. My bad.
Shield is for wizards who are like, no, please.
Yeah.
And then
Or, Eldritch Knights who say, haha, I'm in the middle of combat and you can't hit me. So that the punch deals a chunk of damage to the prince. And then the prince needs to roll an athletics check to get grappled. He succeeds, but doesn't see the rapier coming in. You guys see this rapier seems to like that he has drawn now. There's definitely magic to this weapon. So that's a hit. It deals this, and he's going to spend a charge as well to do some things. So that is an amount of damage. Okay. And what did I... This ability that I just typed up today. You see a secondary burst of damage hits the prince from the rapier that seems to be attempting to pull his life force out of him. And then he survives that okay. Nice. Nice. Then, I also should have said as he flew up, you see he has what looks like 7 stars orbiting his head right now. Perhaps from that spell he cast.
oh, is he stunned or is he like a Mario immune?
Or are these like stars of energy empowering him?
Stars of energy.
I know what spell this is.
It's a great spell. So he casts a spell. He's going to target Simon with it. Simon, does a 29 hit you?
Is he doing a spell?
He is casting he has already cast the spell. This is an effect of this spell.
Oh, so counterspell wouldn't work?
Correct.
Okay. But yeah. 29 will hit.
Okay. You take 23 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Was it 58? So.
This is such a great spell, and like...
Sorry, how many points?
23 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Ouchie.
Yup. And then he has... What's his multi-attack? Just 2. Okay, cool. Neat. Awesome. I think that takes us back to the top of the round with Ithvuk. He is, we'll say, 30 feet in the air right now.
Alright, sweet. I'm going to walk over to the pillar of fire, currently still burning in the middle of the arena, and stick my arm in it.
Oh.
Would you mind rolling the damage for that, please?
Yeah, Kai, go ahead. 5d8.
Okay.
Are you choosing to fail your dex save?
Do I get to roll one after just shoving my arm
No,
in
you
there?
don't. You have 25 points of fire damage? And I'm curious to find out why?
I just love the thought of, I'm gonna stick my arm to this fire. Oops! Dodged it.
Yeah. He's not a high enough level rogue that, like, he would evasion it, but...
Well, the intent was me to take fire damage, so...
You did!
My brain is flatlining. Would someone tell me 58 minus 25?
28. No.
See, that's what I thought.
33.
Math brain.
Just have to do 25 plus 8.
Yeah.
Then I am immediately going to consume the charge and fly up there and stab this bastard.
Oh.
Because you have a shadow attack thing.
No, the sword I just linked.
Yeah, but how are you getting up there 30 feet in the air?
The fire effect right
He
there on the
just
sword.
posted Edge of the Aurora.
You're right. You don't fall after this, and he is still above the fire.
It's a hover speed.
But you're consuming the charge.
For the next 3 rounds, you're gonna fly hover
You're right.
speed.
Fuck, I'm a dumbass. I'm misreading my own creation. Holy hell. Holy hell. Immediately relevant. Let's go.
It's a crazy night.
That misses.
Shit. I'm gonna burn my thing and reroll that.
Sure.
Even
Wow.
worse, thank you.
Okay. And was it your bonus action to consume? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Cool.
So I don't get my special attack because my first turn was wasted since someone made it where I can't see the target.
Your hands are a little
Still
unsteady.
a very good call to do that, though.
Your hands are a little unsteady because you just immolated yourself.
Okay, at the end of your turn, he is going to try and punch you. For a... He tries to grab you as you fly up and just misses. He rolled a nat 1. Okay. Adema, it's your turn.
Alrighty then. So I want to do wait, do I have 2 slots for that? I do. Okay. So I'm going to cast a 4th level guiding bolt.
AKA that spell that never fucking works in Baldur's Gate.
Damn.
Okay.
Don't jinx my shit, yo. It's an 18.
One of the stars around his head seems to shoot out and dispel your bolt.
It did what?
Does that mean is that gone? Is the thing that he used to deflect it gone then, or did it go back?
So there was a ring of stars around his head. I believe that it summons 7. Sorry.
I was gonna.
One was the attack on you. Another just dispelled the guiding bolt.
So these are resources that he's spending to do things.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It does also mean that he is glowing.
Mm-hmm.
Not glowing a la fairy fire, but he is shedding light right now.
Up to 20 feet, so I can't even get the spiritual weapon up there. I will hang tight.
You can start moving the spiritual weapon in that direction.
Yeah, okay, we'll scooch it. So hopefully he falls on it. I don't know.
Okay. Cool. Nice. Kai!
Well, after seeing the guiding bolt, Kai is going to try to be a little bit more sneaky and cast heat metal on his breastplate.
I need to have that sound effect from fucking Kamen Rider Double Ready every time you do this.
Counterspelled.
Counterspelled.
What if I counterspell his counterspell?
You can do so if you wish.
I would like to try.
Okay. Heat metal goes off. Cool. Heat takes that much damage of the fire variety. And he can't drop his armor, so he's cooking.
So that also means he has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Yeah, interesting. Cool. Super cool.
Super hot.
Well, that, but also, it is his turn. He is going to cast a spell. Could I get Ailnin? Kai, how far away would you be? You said as far as possible, which would be about the house, and we'll say that that's like 40 feet away. Does that sound fair?
Sure.
Sure. He's 30 feet up, 40 feet away from where he was. Trigonometry. Is that roughly 60 feet, like this? The hypotenuse roughly 60 in that situation? I think so. Anyway, math.
Yeah, you should be fine.
The wrong kind of nerd.
I need Simon, Alan, and I to make Constitution saving throws as a blast of cold energy comes from Aldhrim.
Ooh, baby.
So this would be... So I've got Shield Master now. So if I do make my save, I'll use my reaction to take the no damage.
Okay.
I get to add
you
my shield.
react to interpose your shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Which I use my reaction for.
Yeah. And then...
And I add my AC bonus from the
Oh,
shield.
yeah. So add 2 to the... Oh, this isn't a deck save, this is a con save.
A con save.
He, like, super chills the air around you. Okay. So I also need one from...
Don't forget your inspiration if you have it.
I do.
He adds a +5 to that, still fails. Cool. You each take... sorry, Simon.
Mm-hmm.
You succeeded your save. You take 14 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Kai and the prince each take 29. The prince is not looking super great right now. It is his turn. And he is going to...
Aldhrim's at the bottom of the list for me.
No, it's Aelin's turn, the prince.
Yeah, that's what I was confused by.
Yeah. It's Aelin's. He has legendary actions. Aldhrim does.
Yeah, it's just brain party because you said his turn, and I was like, wait,
No.
what?
Fair. Okay. Yeah. You see the prince swing his sword. What? And get parried with the rapier. A second time, parried again with the rapier. And then, does he have any bonus action things he can do? What is this? Yeah, no, he doesn't want to do that. You see him Yeah, okay. He doesn't have any useful bonus actions right now. So he ends his turn. It is Simon's turn now.
Okay. As much as I would like to keep attacking, I'm in some pretty bad shape, so I think I'm going to pull out the orb and cure wounds myself.
Ooh. Okay.
Let's see.
Cure wounds is a D8 plus. Did I assign the orb or spellcaster modifier, or does it just use yours, did we say? I think we just said it uses yours because that makes everything easier.
Doesn't say specifically, but the Cure Wounds spell just says 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Yeah, just use your spellcasting ability modifier. Usually spells from like items will have their own stats, but
Not the best.
cool. So now I think you've used 2 charges since the last dawn, correct?
Well, we long rested last week, so I think I'm back to full.
The sun has not come up.
Oh, then yeah. Then I'm down to...
Because we also need to do your saving throw against that.
Okay. Should I do that now?
The sun has not yet come up and it recharges at dawn.
Okay. I mean, okay. So I don't need to do the wisdom save now?
Sorry?
I'm asking if I need to do the wisdom save now.
No. Not
Okay.
not that happens when the charges come back.
Oh, okay. Alright, so yeah, not a lot of healing, but it is some.
Okay. And then it is Aldhrim's turn. Once again. He is going to use his rapier against the prince. For a hit. Okay. The prince takes a chunk of damage. You see he thrusts the rapier like kind of like parries around the greatsword and goes, finds the link in the chainmail and thrusts in.
You are remembering the disadvantage, right?
Oh right, he has disadvantage. Let me roll that one more time. Thank you. Oh, Kai, did you roll your concentration check?
I did not.
Okay. That'll be another Constitution save, DC 14, actually.
All these damn triggers, I feel like I'm playing Magic the Gathering.
That tie was on 17 for so long on my screen.
Spellcaster.
Cause that's on the stack. It has to resolve first.
Eat metal ended.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So that thrust happened. Buddy is spending a charge. Everyone sees the magics try to pull the prince's life from him again. It looks like it's succeeding. If anyone wishes to react, you can.
I think I've used my reaction already. Hasn't been my turn again? Or no,
Yes, it has been your turn. You just had a turn.
Right. But this isn't a spell that I can counterspell, is it?
I am treating it as one.
Okay, then I will do so.
Okay. Roll me a charisma, just like ability check. Like skill check, I think it is. Ability check. Just like raw charisma. Spell continues.
Not great.
You see this essence flow down the length of the rapier as he pulls it from the prince. The paladinic light that had almost like passively suffused the prince goes out and he starts to fall. The energy runs down the rapier into the gem at Aldhrim's hip. Aelin hits the ground, motionless.
Sure would be great if Barry were here.
At that point, Aldhrim looks around at all of you.
Hey, Taboo, thanks for tuning in.
Hello. Aldhrim looks around at all of you and says, "This has been fun, but we will have another meeting. Goodbye." And he vanishes in a cloud of darkness. Very similar to the Askins teleporting, actually.
Fun.
And he vanishes.
The instant he's gone, Ifuk is going to dive straight down and try to cure wounds our ally.
He is dead.
God damn it.
He is dead.
I'm still going to expend the spell slot.
Simon,
Oh, for sure. You make the attempt. Spending the spell slot tells you he is dead.
Simon's tearing up knowing he should potentially stop this, but failed.
All right, we are going to stop that because the
Just the abruptly
vampire
cut off
wish-
music.
just like if I had something like
A fade out.
calmer but still a fade out, or like something calmer and still a little tense, I would use that as well. If you would like, you can make an Arcana check as you are looking at this corpse as well. If it's something that the actually, you have a cleric with you.
No revivify or anything?
How much Revivify cost? But yes, I do.
No.
have it.
No, I don't know.
I mean, I can give it a shot.
All right. You attempt to cast Revivify, and you feel the magic like flow through you into the corpse, but there is no soul to return to the corpse. Something seems to have captured it.
That bastard took him.
This be just a husk, no.
I think Simon's gonna try and carry him and put him back inside his house, at least.
All right. Awesome. You do that, and that is where we will end this session.
Ifuk is going to go to the... Before we end, Ifuk's going to go to the car and just start having a little bit of a freak out because he's fucked up again.
Ugh.
You start explaining everything to your adopted child.
Yeah, it's just like watches this, like wakes up and watches this, just like, what?
Feelings!
I was thinking more like literally sitting on there just rocking and completely freaking out, but okay. We'll go with talking to the goblin child. He barely knows. Let's go with that, sure.
Well, or you're having this freak out and the goblin child is just there watching. All right. Yeah, we end the session there. Thanks everyone for watching. This was a lot of fun for me.
Yeah, I bet.
This is like the start of the next sort of chapter. Let me go ahead and write on that character sheet that DE dead.
Status fucking dead.
He died, yo. Ain't no Echo to save his ass. Anyway, yeah. What was everyone's favorite part of this session? There were some great roleplay moments, even though, like, I don't know. There's a lot awesome here.
I mean,
Fucking. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say the moment this dude gets hostile, Kai is just like, fire. Just whole barbecue. The moment shit went south. The idea of someone being engulfed in flame was really hilarious to me.
Yeah. Okay. Ithvok.
As cool as just setting the fucking vampire on fire was, Simon having a protagonist moment was pretty cool too.
Solid.
Yeah. Kai.
I'd have to say that it was Simon's inspirational moment when he just gained a new patron and then came out and threw down a critical with his bow right afterwards and hammered the guy pretty good.
Oh, that was very good.
I thought
Yeah,
that was beautiful.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
pretty much just shooting the contract with the arrow was definitely the most fun thing to do.
When the dice keep telling the story for you.
And that happens a lot in this campaign.
It really has. I love it so much. You can't write it this well. Simon.
Yeah, I was saying this was shooting the contract with the arrow.
Yeah. Like that. There was a lot of really great stuff. I don't really have a personal favorite moment because it was all really great. Thank you everyone for watching this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as everyone here clearly enjoyed it.
I'm so sad Kay wasn't here for this.
Oh, that fight probably would have been a lot different with Barry here. Just saying.
Yeah.
Although he was flying, and I don't
Yeah.
know if she has an answer to that.
Mm.
A lot of angry screaming from the floor.
Fair.
Well,
And
Kai has
that
mentioned
combat
or
was 2 rounds, by the way. That combat was 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Anyway.
I was going to try to do something really not in the rules, but I was going to try to shield and tackle him to the ground using it to help.
Honestly, that sounds cool as hell. Fucking roll for it would have been my answer.
Damn it.
A lot of my the rules don't say yes, but they don't specifically say no.
I don't know, a bubble of force around somebody slamming into someone's gonna fucking hurt.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying there isn't no. Okay. Yeah. Thanks again, everyone, for watching this episode of Scourge of the Dragon Sea. Join us next week, probably because life happens. For whatever happens next.
Yeah.
Itchy, take us out.
All right. Well, thank you to Kiyoshi and to Boo Boo and anyone else who tuned in, and to anyone else who's watching the VOD on YouTube. As always, you can find all of our amazing content at Twitch and YouTube/Ixie Studios. We're going to be switching over to my buddies Raven and Overkill and I playing some Tiny Tina's Wonderlands in a little bit. So if you're here, stick around for that. And if you choose not to, no problem. I hope everyone watching has a great evening. And thank you to
Bye, everyone.
everyone here in
Have
the
a good
chat,
night.
our amazing DM and my amazing friends and fellow compatriots. And to
Not sure I should be called a compatriot at this point.
I mean, Simon in character doesn't know what you did.
Fair.
Aldhrim is just somehow here.
Yeah,
That never
we'll
got
find that
explained
out
to
in
me.
a little bit.
Next session's going to be interesting, and I feel like I won't have to talk nearly as much next session.
Shit.
I don't
Anyway.
yet know that you fucking betrayed us.
Oh no, the consequences of my actions.
All right. Bye-bye, everyone, and we'll see you shortly / next week.
Bye, everyone.